right. So I'm gonna copy and paste this so I can put it in the chat so that y'all can have. You will have to fill in your business name, target audience, services, contact information, and if you want to complete the rest of it, right? Feel free to edit this. I'm gonna copy and paste this so I can put it in the chat so that y'all can have. You will have to fill in your business name, target audience, services. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I put it in the chat. So I want y'all to go ahead and after you copy this, right, and then type in your own information, we're gonna head over to our Lovable website after this. As you can see, this was the business builder website that I built with with Lovable. And when I built this site, I let Lovable know just like this. I said, this is what I'm about to promote for my website, whoismacy.com, right? I need content to help me promote this. I put this information in, let them know what I wanted, my standard price. I wanted them to know what VIP include, right? Um, the day one structure, right? The day two, and literally, right? Letting them know, right, how I wanted it to be. They literally set up, set this up, which y'all seen through, which I went to go register, like from the challenge, um, to the actual sale page on page 2, right, to talking about what we'll get to set up live, right? So that's how fast it was able to, we were able to get it done. So whenever you go on your website, since I have many of them, I want y'all to make sure that you actually label it, right? Because you're going to use Lovable for many sites, for many projects. So make sure you label your project so you know which project you're actually in, right? When you get to creating, okay? And then you can always refer back to it. So actually put a label on it. All right. And you can do that here by renaming your project. Okay. So let me know when y'all have got to Lovable and then y'all have started with y'all prompt. And I can also allow y'all to share if you want me to look at it and work with you on it in real time. Okay. Here we're going to try to set the design, get your color scheme, get your first pages set up, right? Um, and if we do, who do not have their payment links yet? So we'll need to go to stripe.com and set you up some payment links, or you can do it inside of Lovable. We know I asked you to say, hey, I need to set up payment links with Stripe.
How to set up my payment links.
Okay, we need to set up payment links. Okay. So we will go to, let me stop sharing with us. I'm logging to Stripe. So Hope I have my cell phone. Oh my gosh, I was looking for this phone. I need to find my other one. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Okay, let's get logged in. I go pulling up to get logged in and Stripe, pass out the security feature so I can share again. Mhm. My internet taking so long. Okay, then I can show you some Stripe. Uh-uh. Where's this credit account? Perfect. All right. I'm gonna share with you. Okay, this is a good example of a Stripe account. And you can have this mini Stripe accounts as you choose, right? For any of your companies, all right? So let's see. Y'all can see the screen. So this is Stripe if you haven't seen it, right? So you can do it for any of your companies. You can do a Stripe account for each offer or for for your company that's up for each payment, right? With me, I have intending to do mine for each for my offers because sometimes I may do a challenge or run an offer with a person. Let's just say, um, as you grow in your business, right? You may be teaching taxes and somebody else may be teaching credit, right? Or you may be teaching credit. Somebody else may be teaching ebooks, right? And y'all may want to monetize each other audience. So what you would do is you will create a separate Stripe link, and sometimes what we call create a new Stripe account, right? Even up under your organization, right? Create a separate account, right? Where you create an account in an organization, right? So let's just say you want to do an account that won't share data, right? So I'm gonna act like I'm opening up a whole new account, right? First thing you'll need to name your account, right? So let me say I want to name this account um, skip it, right? So I'll go ahead and start creating the account, and I should have to do all my account information. Mm, 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 mm. All right, so here is where we're going to tell you us a little bit about our business, okay? So if you go to sharp.com, you can set up, right? It's going to ask you for your website, what your business do. Okay. You have to do that information. Right. It's going to ask you, hey, this is what we recommend. You can always add more products and services later, right? Boom, 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 boom. You want to keep that set up. Okay. This is how easy it is to set up and start accepting payments like a professional, right? You can either set up with the dashboard or set up with AI. So we're just gonna go ahead and do manuals because I don't want to have to follow through every step, right? And boom, let's get your live account now. All right, boom. And here is, and the only reason why it's uploading this information, you will have to put in your, usually have to do your business address and all that. It's because of here. So now you're gonna, select account or we will create a new account. Oh my gosh, I'm supposed to have did a new account. So I can show y'all the bank account. Sorry, I'm too fast. Let me see if I can go back. Uh, 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 uh. But since I went too fast and hooked it up right, it didn't win and it did all this. Let me see if I can go back through it because you're gonna have to do stuff, right? You're gonna have to after you put this in, you will have to then select your business location, United States, right? It's gonna ask you, is your business registered? It's okay if you're not registered, okay? So this is what you would do is you're gonna use your social security number, right? You're gonna hit unregistered business, okay? And you just hit continue, right? So from there, you continue, then you will go to your tax details, right? Which your business structure will pop up. If you got an EIN, this is where you put your EIN. If not, then you will be using your social, right? Um, then it goes to your business details, y'all. This is where you're going to put the actual business name, the business address, your business website, right? You want all of this you want to have all this information so that you can get approved easy, right? And, you can be looked at as a trusted provider or service provider, okay? Always provide a description of what you're doing, okay? Uh, to any of your merchants or your payment processors so that they can have a clear understanding. You see, I have my support number. And this is I have to update this. See, look, that's good. I came around and seen this, but you continue, right? Here, you'll see, hey, what type of supplies are you doing? General electronic supply services, right? Um, boom, you can click any of these. You'll make sure that they align with what you're actual doing. Right? You can keep it general like that. You hit continue. They'll ask you if you want to show customers your climate commitment, right? You can always hit no thanks, or you can choose to, give out some of your profits. And this will how your profile will look, right? You hit review and you will literally hit agree and submit. Okay. And within usually, less than 24 hours, a few hours, depends on if your information pop up, you'll be able to start making payment links. Okay. Um, do anybody need to go through this process while we are on the call tonight? To make sure you have that. So if you want to put a payment link in Lovable tonight, you'll need to do that while you're working on your actual site. Um, also, with for as a business email. Like I don't know if you need to go to G Suite, we can go through that and get your business email, or if you have an Outlook, you can also go to GoDaddy.com and get your business email also. Okay. So that's the payment links you're gonna need, the business email, right? What else? It's time to start really building our website. You're going to need Stripe, or you can use Square. If you have a Square payment link, you can use Square. You can also use PayPal as well. Okay, so any of those payment links you can also use if you have those already set up. What else? I just like, I want you to be able to invoice. I want you to have a booking system, right? Do you have a booking calendar? If y'all have Gmail, the great thing about this, if you have Gmail, right, for low cost, just like you can this into your GHL when you become more industrious, right? Um, um you can go ahead and go to your Google account right now, okay, with your Google Calendar with that link. You can use that as your booking link, okay? You'll get that. You're going to put that in Lovable. That's going to be your booking link, okay? And then you have your payment link, which is either going to be your Stripe link that you're going to make up, your Squarespace, or either your PayPal, okay? Because you're going to need that. All right. We're going to need a way to accept payment. All right. Other than, because you can't, there's no link for Zelle. There's no link for Cash App, right? There's no link for Apple Pay. So we need a payment processor so that we can accept money in our sleep. Okay. For our ebooks, for our bookings. Okay. For our consults, for our coming soon, right? We need a way to collect payment. Um, if not, then we at the very minimum we need to make a way that we can start collecting leads and information. Okay, so we want to make sure that while we are in our Lovable account, we are um we are going to get a lead generator form. Okay, and we're going to ask people for their name, email, and phone number, right? So that we can keep them updated, right? On what's happening, okay? Stay in contact. Be the first to know, right? Because we want to be able to email these people and text these people when we do have something going on, okay? We want to start building our Rolodex, all right? Does that make sense? So we're going to make sure that the first thing we want to do is capture the contact information. We want the data because we can cross sell this data no matter what. If we decide to sell hair one day or we decide to do nails the next day, right? We can cross sell this data. Okay, so what we're doing is right now with Lovable, y'all, we are building one centralized digital hub. Okay, one centralized digital hub we want to be able to take people to. Do anybody want to share what they're working on?
I'm trying to get clear. I got two Lovable accounts. I'm trying to make sure I'm using the right one.
So I got my Lovable website made, but I'm trying to edit it, and I don't know if it's because I'm on my phone. I'm having a learning curve.
It's okay. If I give you permission to share, do you think it'll share?
Sure.
Let's see. Let's just see if it'll work. Nothing beats a failure but a try. We try.
And let me see. How do I? I'm not even sure how I would share my screen on Zoom. Let me see. I'm really learning
Well, I
today,
have to.
huh?
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna have to bring you up as a panelist first
Okay.
in order for you to be able to share. It looks like. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now I think you may be able to share. Yep. We can see. Mhm. So maybe we need to open it up in a browser. Is what it's saying. Like a mosquito. Yep. Put on there. It is. It went away, Jazz. It was sharing it and went away. No, you were backstage. Oh, there we go. I see now.
Oh, Macy, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you
Okay.
now.
If I enter backstage, will that show you like my phone screen?
You want me to take you backstage real fast to look at
No,
it?
no, no. I just wanted to. I'm trying to find another way to
Because
get.
I was seeing your home screen, and it looked like it was you was at your login for Lovable.
Okay, hold on. Let me share. Let me do it like this. Let me see if I could just share my
Maybe when you log
screen.
in and share.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is it. And if I'm going too fast, just let me know.
Oh my gosh, you did that already?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, slow down some.
Okay.
Okay, keep
So
going.
I don't think I put any links yet.
Yeah, we haven't got to the links yet.
And then these are the pro.
All right. That's what hers is called put the eye back in you. Um, oh, I love that. Oh my God. Okay, so what
Right
do we?
there. Now, see, who's this lady?
So here's the thing. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna have to change, you'll change her to you, right?
Okay.
You're gonna say, hey, thank you for the picture, but this is how I look, right? You can keep everything, but make it me. Give them your picture now since they have the layout, okay? And I also want to make sure that your bio matches you, okay? That's your bio and not what they give you, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
make sure you personalize your bio. I love this. And we can, definitely make sure we have that booking request link, even if it's just them filling out their contact information and submitting it, and then
Okay.
you calling them. So I love that. Okay, we cooking, we cooking, we cooking. Also, we want to make sure if we're going to put select programs, we're going to have to, put some programs on there, and let if not, we're going to remove it for now,
Okay.
right? And add it back later. We
So
want
yeah,
to make sure that we get all the links for social media.
yeah, all of that has to get filled in now. So how would I go? You see these little buttons at the bottom? I clicked this one
Uh-huh.
and it took me, wait, hold on. I went to history, the three dots, view code changes. So I got to this part,
Okay.
but now I'm like stumped.
Oh, okay, because we don't, that's coding. We don't write the code. So all we
Okay.
have to do is tell AI write the code. So we go back into the other thing because when you go into that, that's when you want to manually write the code. And so
Okay.
that's what I'm keeping y'all from having to do, learn how to actually write the code. Back in the day, that's what I used to have to do to make this website. We used to have to write the code. Now you can tell AI what you want, and AI write the code for you.
So
So you go
would I
ahead.
have to edit my prompt or what would I do?
No, you go start from right there.
Okay.
Even actually, you see how sometimes it says add a discovery call booking enable lead capture, right?
Oh,
So if you hit
okay.
enable lead capture, yep, it'll let you know, like it'll even suggest you how to improve it, right? So you can tell Lovable right now, right? First thing I want you to do is use my likeliness, right? Here's a picture.
Okay. Touch.
And you can prompt this thing just like you do
I'm gonna
chat
just
GPT.
use this just for
Yeah.
right now. Cause I don't know, Lord, this phone. I can see in my phone. All right. Use my, you said likeliness?
Okay. We can see.
You can't see?
No, we can't. I was just saying we can see
Oh,
when you
okay.
had your phone up.
Okay, so let's see, it's cooking up something.
Yes.
And this is really fast, surprisingly. Like it did I was over here shocked, like, wow, this is beautiful. Now my
Yes.
prompt was really detailed, but this was my prompt that I put in.
That's
Well
what I'm
no, it
saying.
wasn't like
That's
that detailed,
that was
but
good to fill it in because the more details you get, the more it really gives you. Yes, exactly. When it starts to understand you. So by the time it was time for me to do my builder challenge, I didn't have to do too much of nothing because it already worked with me on two other websites, right? Lovable is so amazing. Look at that. Come on now. Come on now.
get me together, Miss Macy. Yes, ma'am. I love you so much.
This is what we do.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now so I can let
Yes, so
somebody
you can
else
get
take
back
the
to
floor.
work. Yes. Um, Perfect. Mark, Mark, it's your time. You ready?
I'm sharing. Okay.
Um, Now, to take over hosting and finish us out because we're really in between module. Well, I'm gonna be. Let me get y'all through module 5. and then I give it over to Mark, get through 5 to 6, so he can finish the website review. I'm gonna share and get him some more insight on how to make it better while they working on a lovable. Okay, so I know we went through business email setup briefly yesterday. But I just want to remind y'all again, Gmail Business, Google Workspace, is a great tool. Mark and I use it within our business and company. We love it. Google Drive. It just keeps up with a lot of our team and company information. Microsoft 365 is another one, right? That you can use. But remember that a professional email is going to build trust with clients, vendors, banks, and partners. Okay, so we want to make sure that we use our domain name when possible. Okay. So don't forget about that domain name, okay? All right. Again, here are professional email examples. Hello at your company name, support at companyname.com, info at your companyname.com are always good, okay? We want to always remember to avoid using confusing numbers, nicknames, or personal email handles for business operations, okay? We want to be as clean, cut, and straight to the point as possible, right? And we want to drive business to us, not away. Okay. Another thing, we want to make sure our checklist, purchase domain, connect the email, connect the website, and connect the CRM. Okay. So before we get to the CRM, we want to make sure we got a domain, email, website, some basis, okay, to make sense for the CRM to actually work. How you feel about that? I'm teaching right, Mark?
Yeah, you're doing good.
Okay. Social media setup, right? As you can see when Jasmine was sharing her screen earlier, y'all, and I told her like, hey, make sure you have those links set up, right? You want to make sure that you have your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, right? Those are the main social media setups. I'm pretty sure there are more, but make sure that your online presence speaks before you do, okay? All right, you don't have to master every platform today, but your handles and call to action should be clear, okay? And you should be able to be reached where the masses are at, all right? Everywhere they're at, you should be at, okay? All right. And then we enter module 6 where we talk about the beacon setup. Y'all, beacons is like Linktree, but has grown to be even better, right? Because inside of beacons, that link, you can actually do a lot of your CRM stuff as well and your automations. So beacon is absolutely amazing. We will show you Beacon as well. We have a Beacon site, like my iamac.com is a Beacon site. I believe markrutledge.com is a Beacon. Sorry, marcusrutledge.com is a Beacon site. So we will show you those. Well, I actually have Mark, if you don't mind, Mark, when you come up to show them two Beacon websites and share if they'll like it, your code. I think we have the link to share so they can set them account, okay? But beacons can function as a link and bio page or simply a website as well, okay? So it can have services, products, lead magnets, contact forms, email collections, and payment links in one. So it is one clear hub, and it makes it easier for people to book, buy, join, and contact you as well, okay? So this is a one central place for your client journey, right? Um, and it's just the one link to all links. So as you start to grow with multiple links, you want to have one link to take everybody to all links, okay? And that's Beacon, okay? A confused customer journey will always cost you all a lot of money, okay? And of course, we have the Beacon setup link right here where you can get started with creating your business hub. You'll be using it immediately while your full website is being built. It sends prospects to one organized place for booking your services, your payments, and your contacts. So this is a great way to do all your coming soons before your major websites, are actually built and you drive them to them. This is yep. Oh, and your events as well. All your events can go here as well. I'm gonna put the link here so that y'all can have for future reference. And I'm gonna see about. Let me pull up my. I know y'all done been to my iammacy.com link before. But yeah, about me, lead magnet, email capture. Let me try to go real fast and show y'all what we're talking about.
I'm actually in the process of redoing my beacon.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I end up finishing this week.
It's super slow. Okay. All right, so here's Beacon letting you know, like, hey, just within the last week, I had 12.k people, 12 people to visit my link, right? Um, here in Beacon, you see this is how it looks if you go to iammacy.com, right? But I'm able to, you know, put out, what I got going on basically in banners, right? And they keep scrolling, they can get my plan pray purpose, ebook. They can get the high performer planner, right? They can book the master class with the taxes, the school community. They can join our prayer calls, right? Make sure outreach. We got the legacy ball. We got the free master class on Tuesday. They can look and see what people say about me, right? It's just like they're all in one place. All of these things got their own website and their own audience, right? But if somebody wanted to just come and check out Macy, it's here and it's clear, in one spot. Okay. And if they wanted to go in more detail, they can go here. They wanted, so I love Beacon. It's everything. As you grow in links, like I said, you'll be able to put all your different links here so people can clearly go and get the product they want. And you're gonna watch me right now in real time. I'm about to edit it since it's the last day of the complete skill builder, right? I don't need this anymore. So I'm gonna delete this, right? Boop. All right, and here we are, right? So let's just say somebody wanted to go here. It's gonna actually take them, right? To whatever link I got set up. You'll see, right? Get them the information they need. All right, so they can go ahead and resell our book. Right here's a payment page. So that's the great thing about Beacon. Okay, similar to the link tree where you can highlight, it's a tad bit better, with the designs and whatever you can do. Right, got all my social medias. You can hit subscribe. I can collect your information here. You can share it. Yeah, so we want to make sure that this is one of the tools in your toolbox as you're growing as an entrepreneur. Okay. Um.
Like your background, how it moves.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that.
Oh, wow. Would you like for me to show you?
You don't mind?
Okay, I will show you that. You can. I love it. You can actually go in here and design your background. Let me go here. So I think I go. Oh, let me go. Sorry, bio. Um. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I do go in header. Oh yeah, boom. And I pick my theme, right? Um, and here you can decide how you want your theme, right? How you want your picture to show. You would have to use your own picture, right? So what I did was I took one of my pictures and I took the background off of it. Um, and I inserted it in here. And what I did was I believe I made my picture transparent. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And what I did was I wanted my background to be a video, and I could have uploaded my own video, which I have before, but I chose one of their videos, right? I literally typed in money, right? And it gave me different money videos. And when I saw the money swirling around, I said, "Oh, this the one I want." Okay, so think about this. If I was to change this and put it on a solid background, it'll just be transparent on a solid background, like it used to be pink. But I wanted people to know that, hey, I'm a money generator. I'm a lead magnet, right? Money flows from me, money flows in me, right? So that's what I wanted to represent, okay? And it was so beautiful when I put it on the background, right? And I'm a pink lover, right? So I had to go with my pink for this. But you see, I still was able to add like, some background in pink, when it comes to this, right? And you can choose your own fonts, right? As you can see, this is when I did my picture. Uh, Yep, my profile picture. Yes, I don't want the rounded. I wanted the circular one, right? Because the circular one, when I did it, it was able to cut the edges off and blend in. Um, Here you see that this is the people that's clicking, right? 9 clicks on my YouTube, 11 clicks on my Facebook page here on this LinkedIn, right? Uh, 11 clicks here, right? So for you can look at your icon size, like right, this is where you do your transparency, and your block styles. How do you want them? You can always go to AI to help you, right? If you want to promote a pop-up, you can, right? Promote a product. I definitely got a pop-up when you come to mine. A pop-up shows up for me, right? And I have to put this on. I want to get $20 of credit. So look, join me on Beacon. I want to add that to that. Right? Why not? No, I think I'm gonna hide it. So people gotta come to me and find out what I use. And then I'll send it to them.
Smart.
I think I want to do that. How about that? Right?
You know what I love about the beacons though, is that everything is in one place. So if somebody wants to reach you or try to find you, talk about the credit, talk about the finance, talk about the books or whatever, it's right there. They can click on it, directs them to your other sites.
Yes.
And once they get there, then they can easily start making the payment, start booking you and everything else. But if people don't know what you do, they can find out everything you do on one site. And a lot of us do multiple things, not just one thing,
Yep.
That's the thing about beacons that I like most.
Yes. We left off some day one homework yesterday. So as of today, when we come back today, we're supposed to have all this done. Business name finalized. Is there anybody? Can everybody see the day one checklist? Is there anybody that's missing anything off of the checklist, right? That's going to stop them from doing the building lunch today? No? All right, because the building lunch is all you. That's what I was asking. All right. So listen, I'm going to turn it over to Mark so he can finish the build and lunch with you all, right? He's going to be here. To make sure that we got everything set up. And I'll be checking in. I'll be back in a little bit to look and see what we've been building so far, okay? Mark, you want to take over from over here?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay. Would you like me to change your background? You want to keep this one up?
Keep it up.
Okay, perfect.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all can hear me? Cool. All right, so we got to talk about the home page. This is all lovable, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Perfect, I got you. Good. So the first thing we want to talk about is the home page. What's on your home page? Your home page is very critical because that's going to give everybody the details about exactly what it is that you guys do, right? So let me see if I can share. I see you sharing this, but see if I can pull up my beat. I have multiple lovable accounts, but let's go with this one right here. Face log. A small keyboard, sweetie. A real small keyboard. Can you type it up right? the keyboard is too small. All right, let me know if y'all can see this.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So this is my home page, right? So what I talk about on my home page, this is my case laws for my 33 laws of execution, basically, right? This is what I teach when I talk about sales and everything. So on my home page, we got our home buttons, we got our headers right here. In the headers, what I talk about is my method. I want people to know about my methods, right? So if they click on my method, this is a method that I created, which is called CASE. I teach people how to connect, how to assess, how to solve, and how to execute from a sales standpoint. So I want people to understand what these laws are, right? So the first thing on the home page is that, let me go back to the home page. You want to make sure your header is right. So if it can be about you, it can be anything that you guys want to have here. So for me, it's about my book, it's about me, it's about the movement, and then I have right here where I wanted you to purchase the book. That way you can go right here, then you can purchase my book right away. Make sense? So for you guys, what you want on your page, not only that right here, when you go there, anything I want them to direct it to my book. Each and every single time. I talk about what I do. I'm a sales coach. You know, I'm an execution strategist. I'm a business consultant. You can go down from here. All right. It talks about right here why people are failing. I talk about that. Talk about just the fear, the inconsistency, the self-doubt, the things that will bring them and drive them to my book a little more. I put it right here for them. Okay. Where's your presentation at? There we go. All right. Then we're talking about the about page. Any questions on the home page so far? What do you guys need on the home page for your website? Y'all a quiet group.
It looks good to me. It's pretty straightforward. It's very informative, and it definitely has me interested in wanting to learn more about some of the things you're teaching.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the homepage. The homepage is really just to capture people, right? You got to capture them quickly. So even down here on my homepage, I talk about what's inside my book, and I give you some of my laws, right? So I entice people on the homepage as well. Oh man, what's this? The law of presence. Oh, what is that about? I talk to them about, hey, distractions is the enemy of conviction. This is pain. The law of pain point. What's that about? Bingo. Stop selling features. You know what I mean? Then I teach people about that so they can go there. Talks about who I am as the author, built through pressure. This is who I am, what I've done so far. This is all about the homepage here, so they can keep strolling down. You know what I mean? This is bigger than a book. This is what is it about. And I also like to add extra things that we do on the homepage just for me. This is just my personal thing. So I always click here so you can join the movement because I always like people to be directed to a different site just for myself. So because I have a multiple things, so I can teach people about the school community, which I got to change this here. It directs people directly to our complete method society so we can continue to educate people. So what y'all home pages look like so far? If you on Lovable, who wants to share the homepage? Nobody? Anybody? Another thing I do on the homepage right here is that I put where people can download it, right? And I created this here and go high level. So once they fill out this simple information, boom, I capture the data, right? Then they click on it. It goes right directly to me through Go High Level. Then I know they're interested in my book. Then I also give them two free chapters that they can read from the book. That way I entice them to buy more. So that's the way that I can entice people so they can start buying more from me. I put that on the homepage. I don't have an about me on this page here. Let me go to a different website. Let's see if I got an about me. CTTS.com. Let's see if this one has the About Me page. This is another lovable site that I created. Boom, here we go. About Mark. So this is my home page for this website here. Same thing. I have a nice header. I talk about, hey, about me. I talk about working with me, speaking. I talk about the events, have some resources, how to contact me, and how to, if you want to book me, how it goes directly to my link. I do apologize for the late. If you want to book a consultation, you see I take them directly there. So I put that all on my header on my home page. This talks about me as a sales rep, what I've done, closed well over $50 million here, bonding, all this different stuff. Talks about me as about me. So if you go click here about me, it should, well, I don't know why the internet's doing this. It's just spinning. Uh, and I still got to finish this site, y'all. This is one that I'm still working on here. Okay. So the About Me page, then your service page. You want to have a contact page, all right? So the website should tell visitors who you are, who you serve, what problem you solve, and what results you provide, and what's the next steps to take. That's exactly what your website should entice for you guys. So that's what you need to have on the web builder. So let me see what you guys have so far, if you don't mind. Who wants to share theirs? Coach Reed, Jasmine, anybody want to share what they got?
Coach Reed, you don't want to give it a chance?
Coach Reed trying to um just I just canceled the other. I canceled the wrong lovable.
Oh, you canceled the wrong one?
Okay, no
Yes.
worries. I'll share mine.
Yeah, go ahead, Jasmine.
Okay. And I'm back in lovable now building.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on one second. And there we
You see
go.
how easy it is? You can really prompt it just like you do Chat GPT.
Yeah, it's really simple.
Really simple, right?
Yeah. I
So
actually since I had everything over in chat, I just put the prompt that Misha gave us in the chat and let it
Mm-hmm.
formulate so I could copy and paste in Lovable.
yep, that's exactly what I did too. And I already was working on like some stuff from last night from the homework. So I just dropped it in that same chat box and then it gave
Mm-hmm.
me this really well
Yeah, I would
put
have had
uh,
I would have had mine done, but my daughter car went down and we were at the dealership up until
Dealing with it. I
45
got you.
minutes.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Jasmine, that looks really nice. Let me keep strolling though.
okay.
I like it. So okay, so I'm assuming this is on your mobile phone, right? That's why it looks like that.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So typically when it's on the mobile phone, it's gonna look a little different than what it would be on a desktop. So on a desktop, you may actually have the headers up top.
Okay.
Okay, so it could be a little different because if you go on my if you type in the credit website, because I have multiple, it shows the same way on the phones. But yeah, that looks good. Perfect.
And I plan to make it a little bit more visual because I am a visual person. Um, but this my first time getting on this platform. So I thank you and Maishi for sharing this information with us.
Yeah, that's cool. No, that's our goal is to make everything better for you guys.
But yeah, this is the homepage. And then this is the about page.
I like that. Look at that. From burnout to becoming. I like that. The self steps. Okay, cool. And then it talks about your mission. There you go. Perfect. Then you explore the programs there. Do you have any programs already?
So I'm still tightening up my offer.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have some things in mind. I created two challenges. One, a full year program, but I know some people are like a year. Some people can't even commit to 2 weeks, 2 days, let alone a year. So I need like a fast track program. Because I believe that healing isn't something that just happens overnight. So it's not for the
Mm-hmm.
person that's looking to get quick slim, like that slim fast tea. Like it's not a slim fast self-help program. It is something that is gonna have to be active, and I want to drop like different programs throughout the week, different blogs, different information that they can go into, and this be like a self-paced course. So it's called Yoni's
Yeah.
Intimacy University, but I'm changing the I in you to I, so women can remember to make time for themselves. So even if you log on for an hour,
Themselves.
yeah, just follow the 7 steps. Stop, think, grow, shine,
That's good.
flourish, and it's gonna be talking about everything from fitness groups, fitness workshops, wellness events. I want to do some virtual stuff, some virtual classes, create like a Instagram community where we can like share reels and stuff with each other. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
still building the offers, but pretty much I have the frameworks built out.
Basically, yeah. Now, how do you accept payments? Do you have a way of accepting payments on your website
So
already?
I do have I have a Stripe account, but they emailed me the other day, so I need to read over that email before I try to reestablish anything. I was using Shopify before, but right now I don't want to pay these fees for Shopify. So I'm actually glad that you guys are teaching me this method because it's way more seamless and cost efficient for where I am right now in business.
Okay.
But I
Let me
also
share.
have PayPal. I do have a PayPal account.
Okay.
And yeah, because the other one that I was using was Shopify payments, but with my website down, I can't access that. So I think right now the only options I do have is the Stripe and the PayPal. But I don't really care for PayPal too much. And I'm not 100% like informed on how Stripe works. But I know that Stripe seems to be a little bit more seamless and
Yeah.
integrated as far as like multiple channels.
Yeah. Stripe to me is a lot better. Can you guys see the screen I'm sharing right now?
Uh,
Okay, this is the credit site, right? And if you notice, I even created this form right here in Go High Level as well. But if you notice, even when you first log into the credit site, there's a pop-up screen. And I make people do this because I like to capture data. We understand that data is king, right? In order for you to continue to promote to your people and your prospects, you got to capture the data. That way you know who they are and everything else, right? So you can stay in constant contact with them. So the first thing I like to do is capture data. Some people are going to fill it out, some people aren't. They can click off of it, no big deal. But just like we talked about headers and everything, but now we're talking about payments. One thing about it here, I also put my payment links directly here. So if anybody comes here, now they have options to pay right away. Hey, this is our program. This is what it costs. I don't know why that shows that way. That is very weird. There we go. That was weird. But as you can see, here's one program, and then here's the second program right here. Bingo. So I got both payment links right there so people can pay right away. So when you guys set up the payment links, especially if you get Go High Level, you're able to import that, implement that into the website and makes it easier for you. Okay. So we're going to use the Stripe, the PayPal, and the payment links and the invoices should be easy for clients to use. So that's pretty simple right there. And then your business bank account separate from the personal business bank account. Obviously, we got to separate the two. So the business account that you guys want to set up a business bank account for sure and add your business bank account to all your websites. So that link And the stripes should go to your business bank account, not your personal bank account. We don't want to commingle funds or anything, okay?
Got it. That's definitely something that I challenged with before, and I learned my mistake of doing that.
Yeah, we definitely want to separate the personal and the business bank account. That way we can separate the finances, especially when you start looking at it from a tax purpose down the road, you know? So the next thing we're going to talk about is clean banking support, bank keeping, taxes, business credit, and professional operations. We got to make sure we handle those things as well. So we just want to make sure you guys have those things set up. Do we have the bank account set up already? Everybody got a bank account set
Yes.
up?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do we have clean bookkeeping and support? Do we have
No,
them all?
I'm rebuilding. I'm in the process of pivoting and relaunching. So I need to
Mhm.
reestablish. I had a business bank account with Bank of America, but I wasn't actively using it. So they closed it due to
Yeah.
inactivity. But I can try to easily get that one back. I did have a Navy Federal at one time, but then I had went into some overdrive, and they said that once
Mhm.
you have that they don't, like, I still have a checking personal account with them, but they won't let me do another business account 'cause they're like, you don't pay your, like, you don't like, you're not managing your money right,
They
basically.
basically flagged you at that point, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a stipulation on time because that was a few years ago.
Hmm.
um but yeah.
Got you. Well, as long as we got some type of business account, I like to use Chase. You know what I mean? Just me personally, I'll tell people, hey, let's try to set up a business account with Chase. Chase is all over.
Okay.
You can't go wrong. You know, no matter what city you in, you will find a Chase Bank nearby that you can walk into and do business with. So, and they're pretty easy to do business with. But the next thing is that we want to start having some type of business credit. We got to start establishing business credit. You know, business credit and personal credit needs to be separate. So we got to at least start establishing business credit. But the first thing we got to do is obviously work on our personal credit, right, to help us establish all the business credit that we need as well. And then as far as the professional operations, we got to make sure our systems are in place. We got to make sure everything is set up properly. That way our systems are flowing. So automations, emails, no matter what it is, everything is strictly operating the way it needs to operate. Even the way the business is structured, right? Make sure everything is operating and functioning the way it should be. That way nobody can come after you and say you're not operating the way you should. So how are we on all of those things? What do we need help with? Coach Reed, you good with everything? You got your bookkeeping together, taxes together, everything?
Poetry is building, starting out. I've been basically in preparation mode. Now I'm in activation mode.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
cool. All right. Well, listen, it don't take long to get these things done. We can always get these things done for sure, right? We just got to stay focused and knock it out. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the CRM and the pipeline setup. How do we capture leads? Understand that because lead capturing is very important. That's what's going to help you grow. So the CRM system, we use Go High Level. We've been talking about it for 2 days now. But Go High Level is critical because now we capture all the leads. So for example, on the website, when we built it out, when I showed you, where is it? Here we go. When we first went in, how I was able to capture that information. No matter which website we go to, we're going to have some type of form in there to where we're gathering some type of information for our clients. So let me go back to, I need a new keyboard over here. Case law 33. Let's go here. No matter what, on whichever site it is, I'm capturing data somewhere. So if it's bookmarks or whatever, it's going to be some information down here where I'm going to capture the data. Sorry, where is it? So we at the form. Here we go, my form. You see what I mean? So this is how you capture the data. This is how you get the leads coming in on the websites. And then that's going to allow you to follow up with people. All right. So when you're using Go High Level in the CRM system, the next thing when you capture the leads, now we can create a trigger to where you can follow up with people easily. So the automation, it'll automatically send a follow-up email to the people. Hey, thank you for signing up for blah, 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 we'll contact you here. Would you like to book another appointment or whatever it might be? So we do that as well. Then we want to have it to where the appointment scheduling is on there. So if you notice where you can book yourself, you want to have your calendar links, all of those things set up on your website. All right. Once you put those things on your website, it's going to be easier for people to come over to you. You can reach out to them. They can schedule calls with you. They can schedule clarity calls with you. They can schedule whatever they need to do with you right there and there. We use Setmore as one of them. We can use Google as another one. So there's multiple calendars and things you guys can utilize. Okay. And why is this changing on me? There we go. Okay. So, and then we got a simple pipeline. It's easy, right? We generate the lead, we set up a consultation, we send out a proposal, we send out the payment, and then they become a client. It's very simple. What the CRM does, it helps you start relying on memory and start tracking opportunities at the end of the day. And that's why it's critical for you guys to have some type of CRM to generate the leads and everything that you need within your organization. Okay. Anything that I'm missing so far, Mason?
We are on, and I think we're gonna be able to get out of here early because, a lot of people didn't return, they're probably gonna catch the replay. So we don't have a lot of, to do. So let's just keep flowing.
Okay.
We might get out here early.
Gotcha. So how are you guys on the automations? Did Mason talk to you guys about mini chat and everything, right?
Yes.
Yes, we covered that yesterday. I'm interested in learning more on how we can get into the Go High level. If we could go over that a little bit.
Okay. How we can get into it? Well, you
show her platform.
Yeah, let me show you real quick.
What? But since it's not that many, what if we took some time out and offered them a free 30 days?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
And maybe we can sign them up right now and at least like walk them through the basics with the last little bit.
You know what? All my password. Yep. Did you guys hear Mason?
Yes, thank you, Macy.
So you cool with that? Y'all want 30 days for free?
If you start to share all of them.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's very generous. That'll give me time to get familiar with it. Now, after the 30 days, what would be the commitment? Because I know I heard
That
it
was
could
my question.
go up into like the 500s, I think, or if that's something else.
No, it does usually range $500 and some dollars a month. But
Okay.
No, we only charge $100 a month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And that comes with the school, the CRM, and what else you guys said? It's like a whole bunch of different
Everything automation, your number, your email, marketing. Baby, can you get me to the page?
The internet is very slow.
Oh, it's not me. Okay.
It's the internet. It's not you. That's why
wait a minute.
I was frustrated the whole time. Like, what's going on?
Okay, it's not me. Okay. Okay. Okay, maybe if I log out all this extra stuff too.
Yeah, log out of the case thing and all that stuff for sure. Log out of my book.
Log out of my excessive emails. I love a lot of screens. Screen queen. Oh, did I already have it hooked up over this side?
There's a lot going on.
That's how you like it. Okay, period. We are in. So that's all you need right here, babe. You need to get out your way.
That's how you like it. That's how you like it. All right, let me go back to sharing my screen real quick. Let me go to the. So did you went over Go High level yesterday?
I did not.
You did not go over it. Okay.
In the background. So you will literally probably have to What, just create each of them agency real fast and let them log in?
Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do it for them. Let's see here.
I got the client.
Thank you. All right, my bad. Here we go. Let's get in here real quick. Let me show you a quick view of what Go High Level does for you. All right, so if you want to create dashboards and everything, you want to talk about retention rates, you want to talk about clients, potential people you're closing. Once our internet speeds up here, it'll be right here for you. Can y'all see this? I'm sorry.
Yes, I can see it.
There we go. So you can create dashboards, right? Opportunities, opportunity value, where your conversions at right now. You want to talk about wins, want to talk about losses. You can create it however you want it. Me from a sales or like what I like as a salesperson, I just like to know where we at, where we stand from a revenue standpoint. That's what matters the most to me. You know what I mean? What's in the pipeline, the money that we won, the money that we're losing, right? So you can be able to do that. It talks about conversations. This is where you want to send out SMSs. This is where you want to send out. Matter of fact, your emails, anything. Anytime you communicate with a client, it shows here in communications. And sorry, conversations. Once we get the conversations thing to pop up with, I apologize for our internet today. I don't know why it's so slow. There we go. So you can call people from here. You can send out SMSs. You can email people from here. No matter what it is, you can do it from here. I'm trying to show all of it. Here we go. So as you can see, the conversations, what we have, you can see when people want to unsubscribe, it says stop. So anytime you guys get a message from Maishi or myself, I can see it right here. You know what I mean? It shows everything. This is our calendars. So if anybody want to book a call with you or anything, and we have those calendar links, it's all in Go High Level. And one thing about it is right here. So you can see what's on your calendar at all times. And then you can merge your Google Calendar and other calendars into this calendar as well. And again, and I apologize, this thing's so slow today. As you can see there, right? You guys know about